Hello, my name is Cristina Torres de Landin. I am a bilingual learner. I am currently in the doctoral program for curriculum instruction with a specialization in bilingual.
My parents' first language is Spanish. They're American citizens. They were educated in the United States, speak English fluently. Their Spanish is academic, somewhat in social settings and in church. They prefer English to Spanish. My daughter's paternal grandparents were also Spanish speakers, and that was their first language. They were also American citizens and spoke some English. My paternal great-grandmother was a Comanche Indian, a Native American. She only spoke Spanish. She was forbidden from speaking her native language, and her English words were hilarious to hear. My maternal grandfather was from Mexico. He came into the United States through Acuña. He was adopted and took on the adoptive name Garcia. Antonia Vasquez was my maternal grandmother. She only spoke Spanish. She was also an American citizen, born and raised in the Uvalde area. She gave birth to 12 children. The Garcia and the Torres family made roots in Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock was an area where migrant workers would come seasonally to work. Eventually, opportunities became available to do different kinds of jobs, and these families made roots in the Lubbock area. Lubbock is predominantly Republican. It is diverse with Anglos, African Americans, and Hispanics. As a member of the Torres family, church was practiced 4 times a week. It was all in Spanish. The Bible readings were for everyone. Everyone received the same Spanish instruction. This is where I learned to read. Bilingual education wasn't an option in elementary. It was a multicultural campus. However, it was English only. Receiving instruction in English only caused some problems for me. I didn't really understand what was happening or what was expected of me because there was no sheltered instruction. I didn't understand then that Spanish and English had connections. I kept them isolated from each other. I excelled in school clubs and social participations on campus in junior high and high school. Therefore, I didn't think I had any language issues. I was very active in academic and social clubs in high school. I graduated in the top 3% of my class. For my academic success, I received 2 scholarships to go to Texas Tech University. I also received an award from the American Legion Society where I had to write an essay and received their recognition. At Texas Tech, I was studying computer information systems for computer programming. My English 1301 professor destroyed my confidence and shattered me personally. She told me that I had substandard writing skills, that I wrote English words to my Spanish thinking. As I was struggling with my education status, I met my husband and got married. He is first-generation American citizen, and he spoke a lot of Spanish, so he corrected my Spanish and I corrected his English. We had 2 beautiful children together, and I wanted to go back to school, so I did that, got a job as a teaching assistant. I went back to South Plains College in Levelland, Texas to finish my basics. During that time, we moved to the Rio Grande Valley, and I continued my studies here as an undergrad in bilingual education, where I revived my language and learned Spanish better than I had learned it the first time being here in the Valley. I graduated with my bachelor's with a minor in bilingual education, generalist 1st through 8th. It was an accomplishment being the first graduate in our family. I've taught children in all Spanish and all contexts. It is beneficial to my students that I understand the disconnect that bilingual students have. When it comes to my own children being bilingual, I have failed miserably. They understand Spanish but only speak English. I have a passion for bilingual education and the bilingual learner. As a learner, a lifelong learner, I continue my studies today through the doctoral program with a specialization in bilingual.